Hey there, this is Billy from Fit Body Bootcamp and the Whole Life Collective, here to talk to you today a little bit about willpower. Trying to use willpower to reach your ultimate goal is like trying to hold your breath across an ocean. It's not going to work long term. Are there times that you need to hold your breath? Absolutely. When you're going to go quickly to the bottom of the pool and come back up, or you want to swim a couple of laps, that sort of thing. And the same is true for willpower. There are certainly times in your journey towards reaching a goal that you're going to need to rely on willpower, say in a social setting where you're in a temporary situation. However, in real life, when you're in your house or at the grocery store, because yes, the grocery store is temporary, but you'll always be going to the grocery store, right? So in these times that are recurring in our lives, we can no longer rely on willpower because it's a finite resource. Motivation's often finite too. You can cultivate motivation just as you can cultivate energy, but we can't always rely on it as a long-term strategy, right? It's more of a tactic. So how do you create new habits? Well, it's important first to understand the basics how the brain works. Any habit that you've formed to this day, your brain believes is necessary to your survival. And unfortunately, a lot of habits are formed out of ease and convenience and oftentimes aren't really that great for us. So we have to be more conscious of the things that we are doing repetitively. That's step one. Step two is decide if these strategies are in favor of our goal or not in favor of our goal. And if we learned that they're not in favor of our goal, we need to prioritize in a way that we can undo those habits or simply replace them with new habits. And that's how we kind of create a healthy lifestyle that we talk so often about, because you do not want to be working from a constant place of force and resistance. So force is a quick way to fail. And so you really just need to find behaviors that need to be repeated, repeat those behaviors until they become a habit, and then it becomes very easy for your brain to want to do those things because it believes those are things for survival. And people often ask, well, how long does it take to create a habit? And I've heard so many people say 21 days, but there's actually studies out that prove it really depends on what that habit is. Like, how long have you had the habit that you're trying to replace, right? And how much of a challenge will this new habit, new behavior, new skill set be? And once that's figured out, you can kind of determine, and I don't really have a scale for this, and maybe I should, that might actually be a really cool resource for everybody. We can work on that. But I do know there has been a study to show that typically if a habit's really easy, it is closer to 21 days. But if a habit takes a little bit longer, it can take 3 to 6 months. And so many times we're finding an average is somewhere in between 60 to 66 days to really find yourself doing the things that you should to reach your goal over and over again without having to rely on willpower and force. So, and we'll talk a little bit more later about resistance and what that means and force and how you can leverage those things to the best of your ability. But for now, it's just important to understand that when you're wanting to use willpower, only rely on willpower when you're in a temporary situation, but look at replacing old habits with new habits that are in alignment with your goals. I hope this is helpful. If it is, and you know somebody that wants to listen to this, please share it. Give us a like, give us a comment, and reach out to me personally, either on Facebook Messenger, Billy Young FBBC, or just posting a comment below. Thank you so much. I can't wait to talk to you, and I really, really appreciate you listening in, because these are the things that I really love to share with people. So give us a like and wait for the next video. Bye, y'all.